we are going to start with some premium cringe. Something that I just found out about, I think a couple days ago, because Gothix was responding to it, and I saw the title, and I'm like, oh no,
Is
I
this
can't
what I
watch
think
that
it
yet.
is?
It's a documentary series on
It
Showtime
is!
coming out called "Everything's
No!
Gonna Be All White."
What?
Everything's gonna
I'm
be
so
all white. It's a
What?
documentary series.
What? A
I'm so
documentary
down
about
for it.
what?
White people are evil and the root of everything bad in the world. And of course,
Oh
you know,
God,
Yeah, it's one of
Lord of
them.
it is
Heaven.
literally a documentary of people being racist POSs towards white people.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim.
What?
Not even 30 seconds in. How do y'all feel about that? Everything. Don't you two hate my two white people? Don't y'all tell me how y'all like to always play the victim and cry fake tears about things? Because that's what y'all do,
Oh
right?
my
There's never anything where y'all are actually victimized.
Wow.
God.
Who would have known that my 17 years of abuse that I went through was just a play, was just a joke, all because I'm white.
Yeah. I mean, you're white. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Not a damn thing.
Of course.
Meanwhile, the black people of color, Negroes, are over
You-
here just suffering.
Sometimes when I analyze this kind of things, I always, stop and think about the production of this thing and be like, I wonder what was the specific scene that happened in the moment. I wonder if they're like, okay, now the camera will slowly zoom onto your face, and now you're going to be the victim. Please be the victim. Okay? Okay, now 3, 2, 1, go. Film.
What's also annoying is when they kill us.
Yeah,
I
there
mean-
we go. There was that line.
Yeah,
I mean, shouldn't she be directing that more towards, I don't know, I mean, and no offense, but shouldn't she be directing that towards other black Americans, considering black Americans kill more black Americans than any other race in the US?
No, because see, then they can't be victims.
But they can be
Oh,
victims.
yeah.
No, it has to.
No,
No,
you,
it has to be
it-
them. Okay, it can't no way be attached to you. It has to be an evil outside whitey who did this
Exactly.
stuff. Okay, it can't be
Exactly.
the drug dealers or the gangbangers or the deadbeat baby daddies or the none of that. Okay, it can't be Leroy. It can't be Leroy Jenkins. It can't be none of them people. Okay, you know who it got to be? It got to be the white people. You know.
Yeah.
It has to be the white people, and this is the same logic. A couple years ago, there was a shooting in city pretty close to me, and it was one of those like mass shootings. And everyone thought initially they assumed, oh well, it was a white person that did it. It was a white person because that's the usual narrative, postal white employee who just has enough and just shoots everybody up. Then we found out it was a black dude, and when I tell you, I've never seen people drop a news story so fast.
And then they
If
just
you were-
avoided speaking about the race at all. Like, they would constantly be like, it's a white shooter, it's a white shooter. But then the second it was revealed, it was just like, a shooter. It's just like,
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
that's the people that continue to talk about it at all. Because I'm talking about some people straight up acted like this never happened. But yeah, no, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Is it when it's a white person, you gotta emphasize, oh well, the white shooter, but if you think it's a white shooter, but the moment you come out that they're black, or is it it was the
just
shooter, or
radio
it
silence.
was the
Yeah.
Or the beautiful line of, it was an effect of white supremacy.
because we were raised in this society, Iggy. So by extension, everything bad that we do is white supremacist.
God, I'm so glad I never lived in the US. Well, I will be eventually, unfortunately, but I'm so glad I wasn't raised in the US.
Can't
Oh my God.
escape it. You're gonna have to deal with all the stupid from all the different angles.
Yeah, what's the thing? I think that the message they're trying to give, like in this thing, it's like they're going to pretend that all white people just like I don't know, like in the fucking morning they come out of their houses with, I don't know, a fucking shotgun, and they're like, oh, black people, boom.
Exactly.
Every part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
It's really just a bunch of white lies.
Okay, so first of all, that was hilarious. So how do y'all feel about that? That all these people, they can't be anything. Everything about them is demonized and due to white lies.
Some of the most influential people in the US are not white. I can't get anywhere in life because I'm not white. I'm never going to be able to, get a 6-figure salary and this, that, and everything else. Morgan Freeman said it perfectly.
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't
Today?
or cannot? Yeah.
No,
You don't.
no, I don't. Hey, you and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Yeah.
You're never going to get anywhere in life unless you work hard. Of course, there are always the outliers of people being racist scumbags, but they are a very, very, very vocal minority. And
Yep.
whenever they pipe up, there are normally a huge tirade of people telling them to sit down and shut the hell up.
Many of whom
So
are
I
white.
don't understand. Many of whom are white.
One of the definitions of American whiteness is ignorance.
Of course, there he is, the evil orange man.
I'm surprised it took them a whole 40-something seconds to show the evil orange man.
I don't even like Trump. I think he's a moron. But I am so sick of people being like, he's a white supremacist. He's a this, that, and everything else. No, he's not. He's an idiot. If anything, you know what's bad? As I've heard worse things come out of Mr. Biden's mouth.
Biden,
If you
yeah.
don't vote for me, you're not black.
How about Mr. What did he say a little bit ago about how the assassination of MLK didn't have the impact on the world of same impact as George Floyd's death? That was
Yeah.
great. I'm kind of glad that Trump's out of office, if for no other reason than I don't feel like I have to keep defending him / critiquing him, because I'm
Yeah.
may have seen that like little not meme video, like a little skit of somebody who was trying to have like reasonable discussions criticizing Trump, and every time he got ready to say something, they would just be like, yeah, and did you hear that Trump literally hates black people? And did you hear that he said kill all the trans people? And did you hear about the
He
time
literally never said that.
Yeah.
he recorded himself having non-consensual sex with his niece? Did you see that? How he uploaded it to Twitter and then how he thumbs it up?
And then when Joe Biden says the Spanish word for black, all the media coverage is being like, oh no, he didn't actually say that. It was blah blah blah. And it's
Yeah. Can I just for a moment, like drive your attention to the frame that we have on the video right now? This looks like it came out straight one of those like 70s sitcom shows.
70s cooking book.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, exactly.
This is literally the cover of what
Yes.
y'all grandmama used when she was looking up recipes or something.
White people, we are not your problem. You are.
What he said there actually is something that I hear all the time from the woke scolds, and it always infuriates me. The whole idea of how racism, whether that's real or perceived racism, and any leftovers from like racist institutions, anything that's still connected to any systemic racism in society today, all that is white people's problem to fix. So the logic of y'all put it in place, so y'all got to be the ones to take it off. No one alive today is responsible for putting any of this bullshit into place. Okay, and the overwhelming majority of people alive today aren't actively doing anything to further its existence or reformat it so that it can continue into the 21st century or anything like that. So holding white people today accountable for the sins of their forefathers is just absolutely head ass and asinine.
Yeah.
But even in some weird world where white people today were still responsible for the crimes of their forefathers, to just say, oh, it's y'all problem to fix, that basically, among other things, you're basically saying, okay, black people are not capable, nor do we have enough power or anything amongst ourselves to improve society at all. That means we can't improve our own situations, nor can we help things get better in terms of race relations. Basically, the only thing we can do is just sit back, party, and bullshit, and just wait for everyone else to fix our problems. And that means it's all the evil white people, because white people be racist and stupid.
It's like they're saying, oh, we have no way of improving this, we're not capable of. Hello, there was a certain Martin Luther King a while ago. He did a lot of good shit.
Did he though?
He literally
he wasn't
improved
just
your
shucking and
lives.
jiving? You sure he wasn't just shucking for the white man?
He did literally anything but that for the white man.
You're gonna stop evoking the name of Martin Luther the King for your respectability politics, okay?
I don't know. I'm
yeah.
just speaking of whatever they teach us in school about this, because I literally have like, you know how it's on the internet, you don't know anything about what you're going to search. So if somebody says something about it, you're like, is it true though? What I have to trust? You know, it's kind of difficult for me living in a country that shapes like a boot. We have very little information about what really happens there in America.
Well, it's okay. See, I'm going to inform you.
Yeah, thank you.
So that you can
That's
get
called
woke.
privilege.
So then you too can learn how to check your privilege daily. You have to learn how to die to your privilege, okay? And that I'm talking to you too, little white woman in the corner.
No, you don't understand. I took a BuzzFeed privilege test, and it said I wasn't privileged, despite the fact that I'm a Christian white woman.
But
But
you
it's
can't
so
spell
worth
BuzzFeed
it.
without white supremacy, so
That's a lot of letters.
kind of gonna have to take that with a grain of salt.
But salt's white though.
I mean,
Damn.
that's a good point. So how about a dash of paprika?
A dash
How
of
about
pepper.
that? You can put the salt on, since that's what you guys
That's
all
the only
season your
white
food
seasoning.
with, right? You all just dump salt on it. It's not like we have Italian cuisine, which at this point is damn near also considered American cuisine, but whatever.
That's an insult. Don't you dare say that.
Whatever. No, I can look. I can say whatever I want because
I'm
black,
a strong, beautiful
so-
black man.
Exactly. So check your privilege, bigot. But yes, go. Did you have something you also wanted to interject with while we add to the fuckery and I get ready to hit play again?
Okay. Yeah. No. I just wanted to know this whole Martin Luther King thing.
I
Because
mean,
again,
he was a
there's something
dude.
wrong.
He was a dude.
He's
He
a
did
dude.
some
She's
all
a
right
dude,
thing.
bro.
We're all dudes. Hey, we're all dudes. Yeah. Hashtag pronouns. But no, seriously. Martin Luther was a dude. And Martin Luther King was a dude. And he did some cool things. But that was back then. And we need to do more now. He didn't do enough. Okay. He wasn't out here setting cars on fire because a guy got murdered. So then he decided to torch his whole neighborhood. He didn't do that, so he didn't do enough. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's getting good. They're about to go to Black Jesus. Oh.
Should white people today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So y'all did it. Did y'all know y'all did it? I bet y'all didn't even know, did you?
Neither am I. How the hell are we responsible for shit?
It's the shared white collective identity of the world, right? I mean, and
oh my
isn't that
god,
also
so
how
we
it
can
works?
start blaming Black Americans for like the weird dictatorships that are happening in Africa and the whole human rights violations that are happening
No, that's
over
different.
there.
That's different. Because when you're white, yeah, exactly. Because when you're white, you're like all one people, but like black people are literally not a monolith. So check your fucking privilege. Okay. You did it. Just accept the fact that you did it. Just understand that if you're white, you did it. And you did it. And then just get on your knees and grovel. No, you will never not be racist. Okay. But you can work the rest of your life and truly show me that you don't want to be racist. And then we'll allow you in. But still not really.
Let's put you in a societal slavery to make up for the slavery that
exactly.
like 7-8 generations ago went through. Actually, probably more than that. Probably like 12 generations at this point.
The white people that admit that they're racist pieces of shit will be able to live the rest of their lives as slaves after the wokening is complete. Everyone else just gets to get shot and tortured.
Oh god, that's I would love to get shot if this is the outcome of the world. It's just like, get me out of this,
Y'all can't
please.
kill me fast enough. I'm just gonna see if I can at least get through 15 seconds, but probably not.
Have fun.
White Jesus or black Jesus?
Jesus was not white.
Think of geography. Ain't no way Jesus walked around with blonde hair and blue eyes.
White Jesus versus black Jesus. Or white Jesus wasn't white. Yeah, he wasn't black either. He had brown skin. He was ethnically Jewish. He was ethnically Middle Eastern Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're talking to people who were literally, if you're not white, you're black. That's to these people. Let's come on, trailer. Tell us what else they done.
Yes.
Symbols and monuments.
What did I just watch?
What?
What kind of fuckery is this?
That is what a workoid's interpretation of a conservative is.
Conservatives in the chat, can y'all chime in? Is this what be happening in y'all houses?
Like, come on. At least if you're gonna do that kind of dance, at least have an ass to show. Come on, dude.
Yes.
Symbols and monuments. These are mementos of racism. Bring that statue down.
Okay, so when it comes to the whole statue thing and there's monuments up and everything, I'm not gonna lie, as a black American, it does feel kind of weird to walk around and see statues of General Lee and stuff like that everywhere, from like and all that stuff everywhere. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that the answer is just to destroy everything. Now, you could like move it to a museum or something so that it's not just on like public, like federal property and stuff. I'm for that, but like if you just straight up destroy it, no, I don't like destroying any history.
Yeah, because I literally saw a TikTok about that, where a guy said, destroying statues and whatnot, that's not okay, because that is destroying parts of history. We don't get to pick and choose what happened in history. There are going to be some disgusting things that happened in history, but that doesn't mean we should ignore it and cover it up. Take these statues and put them in museums, because that's what museums are for, to teach people about things that happened in history.
I kind of feel like having things around that are from like our most terrible periods, aside from just enlightening people and informing them, it reminds them that, this wasn't that long ago and that it is very human what happened. If all you do is just say, oh, well, that was bad, let's just throw it away, let's just never actually look at anything that ever happened, let's just do whatever, well, then what's going to happen? It's going to increase the likelihood that someone with similar ideas could crop up later on and try the same thing.
The truth has to be told about history.
We have to make sure that these stories are told from our perspective.
There's always hope. You know what I'm saying? We don't give up.
It's about obliterating systemic and institutionalized racism.
This is a wild place, y'all. It's a wild place. I know Harriet and Frederick be up there just like, what is they gonna do?
Correct me if I'm wrong, historians out there, but I don't think that when Harriet Tubman was guiding people to freedom and when Frederick Douglass was running for his own freedom and fighting as an abolitionist, I don't think that they were doing that all so that, 200, 150, however many years later, black people could also sit around and the woke black people could just point the fingers at the white people and be like, this y'all fault, y'all need to fix it. I don't think those bastions of rebellion, self-sufficiency, and self-reliance and building yourself up and helping each other out, I don't think they would look and just be like, hey, all the white people is evil, all y'all need to fix it. Something just makes me
laughing at the part where they're just like, we need to tell history as it is, and it's just like, that's literally not what you're doing.
Yeah,
you're literally rewriting history for your own benefit.
Exactly.
But it's from the POV. Come on, guys, get with
well,
the
guess what? The
program.
POV is also
a POS.
We'll do it live. Push that ass away.
Bitch, don't tell me what to do.
You're far right, you're an asshole. You're far left, you're an asshole. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.